Hey, how's it going? Bryant here. Quick disclaimer because I'm going to talk about investing. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not licensed broker or anything. This is really for entertainment purposes only. I'm speaking my own thoughts and opinions. It probably is not backed by anything, and I could be completely wrong. And if you listen to me and do what I tell you, or listen to me and get affected, you might lose all your money, right? Why am I doing this? Because it's basically investing 101. We talk about a few ways that people invest, be it stocks, cryptocurrencies, real estate, precious metals, collectibles, art, toys, whatever have you. And then I recently bought this Bart Simpson El Barto figure. I love it. It cost me like $4, and hopefully in 20 years it'll be worth $5 or $4.25. So the idea of investing is you buy something and you hope that that's something you buy over time will increase in money, in value. So you basically, this is the crappy graph I drew over time. Basically, you hope that over time, whatever period of time, years, days, weeks, hours, minutes, seconds, decades, that whatever you buy over time goes up in value so that you can do more with the money that if you trade it for money, and hopefully that money's still worth something, you can do more with it. And then there's typically, historically speaking, there's some risk involved. Some things are higher risk, some things are lower risk. For example, if you put $10,000 in MoviePass stock, the parent company that owned MoviePass, they went belly up and under, and then they're worth zero. So then your $10,000 becomes zero. Then you're kind of left with nothing. So I'm not going to endorse any stock, and I'm not being endorsed by anyone, but the principle of investing is you purchase something with the intention or goal that whatever it is that you spend money on or do, like you can invest in yourself, you can take yourself to school, training school, college, vocational, you can go to acting class, like I am, and hopefully whatever investments that you make in yourself or whatever you purchase or do, that will generate a better rate of return. Like people, and investing is not limited to just money or stocks or whatever. Like you can invest in your health. Like some people smoke and they quit smoking and they invest in their health and they become healthier, or they're really fat like I am, and then hopefully they want to lose some weight so they don't die of a heart attack or something earlier than later. So like that, there's many ways of investing, right? But the general premise is you do something with hope or a goal of a better result from the action that you're taking or doing. But let's stick to a few common ones. So stocks is a common one. We're talking about financial instruments or financial stuff, money stuff. Stocks is basically share of a company. It's a part of a company. You buy a stock, you own a part of the company. Now that doesn't mean like, if you, let's say you buy 10% of a company's stock, it doesn't mean you own 10% of every chair in that company or every single thing of that company, because there's a different, and you can just walk in and be like, hey, I now own this 10% part of the building. That's not how it works. There's a difference between ownership. I can't even spell it. Ownership and control. Typically, when you own stocks, like you buy a share of a company, you have a percent ownership and a share of their future profits, whatever profits they may give you in the future, and you can sell that share of stock in the market for money because you own a percent of the company. So if a company has 10 shares and you own one owned, then you own 10% of the company, whatever the relationship is. And if there's 1,000,000 shares and you own one share, then you own 1/1,000,000 of that share. You own a stake in the company. So that's the short and sweet of stocks. Then there's stuff like cryptocurrency, like the big one, Bitcoin. So when you own a Bitcoin, there's 21 million that will ever be able to be mined as of today, coins ever. And when you own a Bitcoin, you're speculating or hoping that it will go up in value over time. That's why you own it, so that relation to US dollar, you have more purchasing power. So back in the day, Bitcoin was, I don't know, $300 a coin. was like $12 a coin once upon a time, a few cents or whatever. And now today it's probably like 33,000, something like that, $33,000, something like that. So basically, and then there's also the risk, because there's a lot of cryptocurrencies that when you buy it and it's like the cryptocurrency fails or there's no support, and then you can spend $50,000 on a cryptocurrency that drops 99% in value, and then you're stuck. And then so always at your own risk and risk tolerance, you can lose everything. Okay. The other thing that people invest in is real estate. So this is a common one. So people invest in real estate or houses or whatever, because let's call this really a bad map of the USA, like a crappy map. And then there's Hawaii, and then there's Alaska somewhere. I can't even remember it. There's a finite amount of land, and then you build a structure, and people need places to live. So if you buy a property, no matter what, everyone needs a place to live or rent in theory. So in theory, you're standing on land. So that's basically land, real estate. And you're hoping that it's a desirable location. There's nothing wrong with it. That place isn't up in flames. And you hope that it brings you one of two things. Either the asset itself appreciates, which is the land or the structure, whatever, appreciates over time, or you get cash flow from renting it out. So that's basically the big two. The land, you're hoping that whatever you buy, you can live with it. Either way, you got to pay rent or a mortgage anyway, so you might as well buy over rent, which is typically their thought. And then you hope that the asset price goes up, and then there's cash flow and money coming in because you're renting it out. So that's the hope. Then there's precious metals, like gold, silver, and what have you. Precious metals are, you hope that the price of gold goes up over time because people want it, or silver, or whatever it is, or commodities. And then there's stuff like collectibles that might be like this, where they made so many of these, and then if it's a limited edition, like if there's only one in the world, it's probably going to be more valuable because of supply and demand than if there's like 50 million of these running around. And then there's art, like you can have a Vincent van Gogh or something, and then there's only one of in history, and you can hang it on a wall and you can enjoy it. Like that's not a Van Gogh, but that's basically Super Mario or whatever. That's basically a poster. It's art. So you can basically enjoy it while it hopefully appreciates in value, or you can, I don't know, rent it out to someone to show it or display it. Hopefully you get some cash flow. But yeah, that's basically a few thoughts in my Investment 101 series. Let me know in the comments or whatever if you have any thoughts, comments, and I'm happy to hear what you say, and hopefully I can make more of these for you and go further. Have a great day.